The door that will never open again is opening for you right now. Feel that truth settle deep inside your chest. You have carried the weight of final goodbyes and sealed chapters for so long that part of you stopped believing anything could ever swing wide once more. Yet here it stands, creaking on hinges you thought were rusted shut forever, light spilling through the gap like warm dawn after the longest night. Imagine standing in a hallway you know too well, the kind lined with memories that ache. There are doors you slammed in anger, doors you watched close quietly as people walked away, doors you believed destiny had locked for good. You told yourself it was protection, that moving forward meant never looking back. But something inside you never stopped listening for the sound of possibility. That something is waking up today. You are not starting over from nothing. You are stepping into a version of yourself that has been waiting patiently through every disappointment. The skills you gained in the dark rooms, the wisdom carved from heartbreak, the quiet strength you built when no one was watching. All of it becomes fuel the moment you reach for this handle. This door does not demand perfection. It only asks for your honest presence. Picture yourself walking through. The air on the other side feels different, lighter, charged with potential that matches the rhythm of your heartbeat. Old fears try to whisper that this cannot be real, that doors like this stay closed for people like you. Let those voices fade. They belong to the hallway you are leaving behind. Ahead lies space wide enough for your dreams to stretch their arms fully, room enough for the laughter you have been saving, the ideas you have been protecting, the love you have been afraid to give again. Every step you take now rewrites what you once accepted as permanent. The relationship you thought ended forever begins to show new colors. The career path you believed was blocked reveals an unexpected trail glowing with purpose. The creative fire you thought had burned out begins to spark again because you showed up ready. This is not luck. This is alignment meeting courage. This is the universe recognizing that you have done the inner work even when it hurt. Breathe in this moment. Let your shoulders drop. The pressure you have been carrying, the need to prove yourself worthy, the exhaustion of pretending everything is fine, you can set it down right here. The door opening does not require you to have all the answers. It only invites you to walk forward with an open heart. Trust that each small yes you speak to this new chapter will be met with support you cannot yet see. You have survived seasons that tried to break you. Those seasons were never punishments. They were preparation. The resilience you earned in silence is now your greatest companion. The empathy you developed through loss is now your guiding light. The patience you practiced in waiting is now the steady hand that will build what comes next. Nothing was wasted. Every tear, every doubt, every quiet moment of endurance has qualified you for this opening. As you cross the threshold, notice how the light touches everything differently. Colors seem richer. Sounds feel clearer. Even your own thoughts carry a gentler tone. This is what renewal feels like. This is what second chances look like when they arrive dressed as brand new beginnings. You are allowed to be excited. You are allowed to smile at the unknown instead of fearing it. You are allowed to believe that good things can still happen for you. Let this truth sink into your bones. You are not behind. You are arriving exactly when you are meant to. The people who need your light are waiting on this side of the door. The opportunities that match your soul are already positioning themselves to meet you. The version of life that feels like home is no longer a distant wish. It is becoming solid beneath your feet with every courageous step. Speak gently to yourself as you move forward. Tell the younger part of you that held on through everything that the waiting was worth it. Tell the warrior part of you that fought invisible battles that rest is here now. Tell the dreamer part of you that kept whispering despite the darkness that the vision was always valid. All parts of you are welcome here. All parts of you are celebrated in this new space. This door opening is your invitation to release what no longer fits. Old stories about who you are supposed to be, old limitations you accepted as truth, old patterns that kept you small, watch them dissolve as you walk through. In their place rises a freedom that feels like coming home to yourself. You do not have to earn this. You simply have to receive it. Feel the energy shifting around you. What once felt heavy now feels possible. What once felt impossible now feels inevitable. Your intuition grows sharper. Your creativity flows easier. Your capacity to love and be loved expands naturally. This is the natural result of saying yes when the door swings open. This is what happens when you stop arguing with the timing of your life and start dancing with it instead. You will meet yourself here in ways you never have before. The confidence that was always yours but buried under doubt begins to shine. The joy that was always waiting inside you starts to bubble up unexpectedly. The peace that comes from knowing you are on the right path settles over you like a warm blanket. These are not temporary feelings. They are becoming your new normal. Share this energy with others without hesitation. Your breakthrough becomes a beacon for someone else still standing in their hallway. Your courage gives permission for them to reach for their own handle. Your story, lived honestly and openly, becomes medicine for hearts that need to believe again. You do not have to shout it from rooftops. Simply living it with integrity will ripple outward in ways you may never fully see. When challenges come, and they will because growth asks us to stretch, remember this moment. Remember the exact feeling of this door opening for you. Let that memory fuel your perseverance. Let it remind you that every closed door before this one was leading you here. You are stronger than you know. You are more ready than you feel. You are exactly where you need to be. The path ahead may not be perfectly smooth, but it will be yours. Every twist will teach you something valuable. Every beautiful view will fill your spirit. Every connection you make will remind you that you were never meant to walk alone. Support shows up in surprising forms when you stay open. Guidance arrives exactly when you need it most when you listen with trust. Celebrate this opening in small ways every single day. A quiet moment of gratitude in the morning. A deep breath that affirms your worth. A kind word spoken to yourself when doubt tries to creep back in. These small rituals anchor you in the new reality. They train your mind to expect goodness. They keep the door of your heart wide open to receive it. You have waited long enough. You have questioned yourself enough. You have carried the weight of what was long enough. Now is the time to step fully into what can be. The door that will never open again is opening for you right now, and you are ready. Your life is responding to the quiet prayers you whispered in the dark. Your future is aligning with the dreams you protected so carefully. Walk through with your head high and your heart softer than it has ever been. Bring all of yourself, the scars, the hopes, the questions, the fire. Everything belongs here. Everything will be transformed here. This is your time. This is your opening. This is the beginning of the chapter where you finally recognize how powerful, how worthy, and how deeply loved you have always been. Feel the warmth of this truth wrapping around you like sunlight after rain. You are stepping into a life that honors every part of your journey. The door stands open. The light is calling. Your next beautiful chapter is already beginning. Take that step. The universe is smiling with you. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should, and it is more beautiful than you could have imagined. The door that will never open again is opening for you right now, and as you step across that threshold, a deep calm begins to settle in your spirit. You realize this is not just another chance. This is the moment your entire journey has been preparing you for. Every quiet morning when you chose hope over despair, every time you stood back up after falling, every silent promise you made to yourself in the mirror, it all converges here. The air feels electric with fresh possibility, and your soul recognizes home in this new beginning. Let yourself pause for a moment right inside the doorway. Look around with soft eyes. Notice how the path ahead curves gently, inviting rather than demanding. There are no rigid rules written on stone tablets here. Only open fields where your unique gifts can finally run free. The dreams you tucked away because they seemed too big or too late, they start whispering again, louder this time, because the conditions are finally right. Your creativity wants to play. Your ambition wants to build. Your heart wants to connect without armor. You carry no need to rush or force anything. This opening honors your natural rhythm. Some days you will sprint with excitement. Other days you will walk slowly, savoring every detail. Both are perfect. Both are necessary. The old pressure to prove your worth dissolves because you finally understand your worth was never in question. It was only waiting for you to claim it fully. Walk lighter now. Speak kinder to yourself. The inner critic that once shouted so loudly finds its voice growing smaller with every step you take in this new light. Relationships that align with your growth begin to appear or deepen naturally. People who see the real you, who celebrate your fire instead of dimming it, who laugh with you in the sunshine and stand steady when storms come. they start showing up as if guided by an invisible hand. You do not chase them. You simply become so true to yourself that they recognize your signal and answer it. Old connections that no longer fit may fade gently, and that is kindness too, making space for what truly nourishes your spirit. Your work, your purpose, your way of contributing to the world, it begins to clarify like a photograph developing in solution. Ideas flow easier. Solutions arrive in moments of quiet. Opportunities knock with genuine respect for your time and energy. You are no longer squeezing yourself into boxes that were never made for you. You are expanding into the full shape of who you were always meant to become. The skills you mastered through struggle now become bridges to something beautiful. The lessons you learned in silence now become your quiet superpower. Feel gratitude rising in your chest like a warm tide. Thank the version of you that kept going when it was hard. Thank the hands that worked tired. Thank the heart that loved even after being hurt. Thank the mind that kept learning even when results were slow. All of it mattered. All of it brought you here to this wide open door. Gratitude becomes your daily companion, shifting your focus from what is missing to the abundance already forming around you. What you appreciate expands. What you focus on grows. This simple truth becomes your new operating system. Challenges will still visit, as they do in any meaningful story, but you meet them differently now. You see them as temporary teachers rather than permanent blocks. When doubt knocks, you smile and remember this exact feeling of the door swinging open. When fear tries to pull you backward, you breathe and choose forward again. Your resilience is no longer fragile. It is rooted deep, watered by every past season, strong enough to weather any wind while your joy remains intact. Nights feel softer here. Sleep comes with deeper peace because your mind is no longer rehearsing old battles. Mornings arrive with quiet excitement, a gentle knowing that today holds something good even if you cannot name it yet. Your body begins to relax too. Tension you carried for years starts melting away as you move, create, rest, and love in ways that honor your true self. Health flows from this inner alignment. Energy returns like an old friend who was always meant to stay. You begin to notice synchronicities everywhere. The right conversation at the right time. A song that speaks exactly to your heart. A sudden idea that solves something you have been pondering. These are not random. They are confirmations that you are on the aligned path. The universe is winking at you, saying yes. Keep going. You are doing beautifully. Trust these signs. They are breadcrumbs leading you deeper into the life that truly fits. Your voice grows clearer. You speak your truth with calm confidence instead of shrinking to make others comfortable. You set boundaries with love and hold them with strength. You give generously from overflow rather than depletion. This balance creates beautiful ripple effects in every area of your life. People respect you more. Opportunities respect you more. Most importantly, you respect yourself fully, perhaps for the first time. Imagine months from now looking back at this moment. You will smile at how real the fear once felt and how unfounded it proved to be. You will see the thread of purpose weaving through every chapter, even the painful ones. You will feel proud of the person who chose to walk through when the door opened. That future self is already cheering for you, sending encouragement through time, reminding you that every small brave step was worth it. Keep choosing courage in ordinary moments. Say yes to the invitation that scares you a little. Say no to what drains your light. Create something even if it is imperfect. Rest when your soul asks for it. Laugh freely. Love openly. These choices compound into a life that feels rich and meaningful. This is not about perfection. It is about presence. It is about showing up as yourself and allowing life to meet you there. The beauty of this opening is that it does not close quickly. It stays wide as long as you remain willing. Willing to grow. Willing to release. Willing to receive. Willing to believe that good can last and expand. Your energy becomes magnetic to everything that supports your highest good. Old limitations lose their grip. New strengths emerge naturally. You are allowed to take up space here. You are allowed to shine without apology. You are allowed to want more and to have it. You are allowed to change your mind, to evolve, to become someone even your past self would admire. This freedom is your birthright. And this door is the gateway that hands it back to you with open arms. Let tears come if they need to. Tears of relief. Tears of joy. Tears that wash away the final remnants of what you outgrew. Let laughter bubble up unexpectedly. Let hope stretch its wings fully inside your chest. All of it belongs. All of it is part of the beautiful human experience of stepping into more. This is your time to write the next pages with intention and wonder. The pen is in your hand. The story is yours. The door stands open, and the light is golden. Walk through completely. Live fully. Love deeply. Become the version of you that the world has been waiting for, and enjoy every single moment of this long-awaited chapter. You did not miss your chance. Your chance was waiting for you to become ready, and now you are. The door that will never open again is open for you right now. Step in. Breathe deep. The best is unfolding, and it is more wonderful than you ever dared to dream. The door that will never open again is opening for you right now. And with every breath you take on this new side, your inner world begins to reorganize itself around truth and possibility. You start waking up to the quiet, knowing that you were never truly stuck. You were simply in the final stages of becoming. The cocoon phase is ending. The wings you have been growing in secret are drying in this fresh light, ready to carry you higher than you once allowed yourself to imagine. Let this next season be one of gentle experimentation. Try the things your heart has been nudging you toward. Paint, write, speak, build, connect, explore. There is no audience judging your first attempts. There is only the pure joy of expression flowing through you without the old filters of fear. Your creativity does not need to be perfect to be powerful. It only needs to be honest. As you create, you heal. As you share, you connect. As you play, you remember who you were before the world told you to shrink. Your body becomes a trusted ally again. You move it with respect instead of punishment. You feed it with kindness instead of rules. You rest it without guilt. The vitality that returns surprises you in small ways at first, then in waves. Energy for the projects that matter. Strength for the boundaries that protect your peace. Lightness in your step because you are no longer carrying yesterday's battles on your shoulders. Finances and resources begin to respond to this new frequency too. Ideas that were once dismissed as unrealistic now show practical pathways. Doors within doors open. Help arrives through unexpected conversations. Opportunities align with your values instead of forcing you to abandon them. You learn to manage what flows in with wisdom and generosity, understanding that abundance is not just about having more, but about feeling free with what you have. You give when it feels good. You receive when it is offered. The cycle becomes natural and beautiful. In your closest relationships, real intimacy finds room to breathe. You show up more present, less guarded. You listen with your whole heart. You speak your needs clearly and kindly. You celebrate the people around you without comparison or competition. Love stops feeling like a battlefield and starts feeling like a shared garden where both people water what they want to grow. Old wounds soften in this environment. Trust rebuilds where it was once broken. New connections form that feel like they were always meant to find you. Even on days when old shadows visit, you now have tools and perspective to meet them. You recognize the familiar voice of doubt and meet it with compassion instead of resistance. You say, "I see you, but I no longer choose you." Then you turn your attention back to the open door, back to the life that is calling. This practice turns into muscle memory. Peace becomes your default setting. Resilience feels less like fighting and more like flowing. You begin to dream bigger without apology. Visions that once seemed distant now feel reachable because you have changed. The version of you standing here today carries a different energy, a different belief system, a different standard for what you will accept. You set intentions with clarity and release them with trust. You take inspired action without attachment to exact outcomes. You allow the path to surprise you while staying committed to your growth. Community starts to form around you naturally. People who are also walking through their own open doors sense your energy and gather close. Together you uplift, share ideas, laugh at the journey, and remind each other of the truth when anyone forgets. You become both student and teacher in these circles. You give wisdom from your scars and receive fresh hope from theirs. This mutual support creates a foundation stronger than anything you could build alone. Your sense of purpose sharpens with time. It may not arrive as one dramatic revelation, but as a series of quiet confirmations. A project that lights you up. a cause that pulls at your heart, a way of serving that feels like play. You stop searching frantically and start noticing what is already within you. Your unique combination of experiences, talents, and passions is needed in this world exactly as it is. You matter. Your contribution matters. Your presence itself is already shifting things for the better. Evenings become sacred again. You reflect on the small wins, the moments of courage, the feelings of gratitude. You release the day without carrying its weight into tomorrow. Sleep restores you completely because your mind is no longer at war with itself. Morning light finds you renewed, curious, and open. This rhythm of honest living compounds into a life that feels rich even in ordinary moments. There will be times when you look back at the closed doors of the past with a soft smile instead of pain. You will understand they protected you from paths that were never yours. They taught you what you truly value. They prepared your hands to build something real here. Forgiveness flows naturally, not because you force it, but because you no longer need to hold on to what hurt you. Freedom replaces resentment. Acceptance replaces regret. Your confidence grows from the inside out. It is not loud or boastful. It is steady and calm. You know who you are. You know what you bring. You know you can handle whatever comes because you have already handled so much. This inner certainty becomes your anchor when external things fluctuate. It allows you to take risks that are aligned. It allows you to rest when needed. It allows you to celebrate without waiting for permission. Imagine looking at yourself in the mirror months from now. You see someone who is lighter, brighter, more alive. Someone who laughs more easily and loves more deeply. Someone who has stopped waiting for life to begin and has started living it fully. That person is not a fantasy. That person is who you are becoming with every step you take through this open door. You are already on the way. Keep choosing yourself in small, consistent ways. Choose rest when tired. Choose truth when it is easier to hide. Choose forward movement when fear says stay. Choose kindness toward yourself when you stumble. These choices are the bricks that build the beautiful life waiting on this side of the threshold. The door that will never open again remains open for you. It does not demand that you be flawless. It only invites you to be real. Bring your whole heart. Bring your questions and your excitement. Bring your past and your hopes. All of it is welcome. All of it will be transformed into something meaningful and good. You are stepping into a chapter where joy is not rare, but recurring. Where peace is not temporary, but foundational. Where love is not scarce, but abundant. Where your dreams stop feeling like distant wishes and start becoming your daily reality. This is your time. This is your opening. This is the life that has been waiting for you to arrive as the person you have become. Walk deeper into it. Trust the process. Honor your pace. Celebrate your progress. The light keeps getting warmer. The possibilities keep expanding. Your heart keeps opening wider. Everything is working together for your highest good, and it feels more beautiful with every single day. You are ready. You are worthy. You are here. The door is open. Step fully in and let the next wonderful part of your story unfold. The door that will never open again is opening for you right now. And as you walk farther into this new expanse, you begin to feel the old skin of limitation shedding away like leaves in autumn wind. What remains is raw, honest, and beautifully alive. You notice colors you had forgotten existed. Sounds carry a deeper resonance. Even silence feels friendly instead of empty. This is the space where your soul finally stretches out fully after years of curling inward for safety. You start making decisions from a place of alignment rather than fear. Choices that once felt heavy now land with surprising clarity. You say yes to invitations that excite your spirit. You say no to situations that dim your light. This simple practice of honoring your inner guidance rewrites your daily experience. Opportunities that match your energy begin to multiply because you are no longer scattering yourself in directions that were never meant for you. Focus becomes natural. Momentum builds quietly but powerfully. Your mind transforms into a garden you tend with care. Thoughts that once ran wild with worry are gently redirected toward possibility. You catch old patterns early and choose new ones. Gratitude lists turn into gratitude feelings that live in your body. Visualization shifts from wishing to knowing. This mental discipline does not feel like work anymore. It feels like coming home to a clearer, calmer version of yourself that was always underneath the noise. Physical spaces around you begin to reflect this inner shift. You rearrange, declutter, and invite in elements that spark joy and calm. Your environment stops being a reminder of stuckness and becomes a sanctuary that supports your expansion. Small changes in lighting, order, and beauty create outsized effects on your mood and productivity. You realize your outer world is simply mirroring the inner door you have chosen to walk through. Laughter returns more freely. You find humor in situations that once frustrated you. You share smiles with strangers and meaningful conversations with friends. Playfulness that may have been buried under responsibility resurfaces. You dance in the kitchen, sing in the car, create silly moments just because. Joy stops being something you chase on weekends and becomes woven into the fabric of ordinary days. This lightness is healing in itself. Your intuition sharpens like a blade honed by experience. You sense when something is right before evidence appears. You feel when something needs release before it causes pain. This inner compass, once drowned out by doubt, now speaks clearly and you listen. It guides you toward people, projects, and places that nourish your growth. Trusting it becomes easier with each correct turn, building a beautiful feedback loop of faith and confirmation. In this new chapter, money and resources flow with less resistance. You attract collaborations that feel expansive rather than extractive. Ideas convert into value more smoothly because your belief in your own worth has shifted. You manage what comes in with balance, investing in yourself without guilt and sharing without depletion. Abundance stops feeling like a distant concept and starts feeling like a natural expression of living in alignment. Family dynamics, whether blood or chosen, evolve in gentle or necessary ways. You show up with healthier boundaries and warmer presence. Old conflicts lose their charge when you refuse to engage them the same way. New understanding emerges as you model the peace you are cultivating inside. Relationships deepen where both people are willing, and graceful distance forms where growth requires it. Love becomes less about fixing and more about accepting and appreciating. You begin mentoring or supporting others without losing yourself. Your story, shared at the right moments, becomes a quiet lighthouse for people still standing in their own hallways. You do not need to save anyone. Your authentic living itself gives permission. You watch others reach for their own doors with renewed hope, and this ripple effect fills you with quiet satisfaction. Giving back flows naturally from your overflow. Creativity expresses itself in unexpected forms. Maybe you pick up an instrument again. Maybe you start writing, cooking, designing, or solving problems in fresh ways. The act of making something becomes meditation. Imperfection loses its sting because you understand the process matters more than the product. Each creation reinforces the truth that you are a channel for something greater than yourself. Health choices feel inspired rather than forced. Movement becomes celebration of what your body can do. Nourishment becomes an act of self-respect. Rest becomes a sacred priority. The vitality you gain supports everything else. Sleep restores you deeply. Energy sustains you through meaningful work. Your body thanks you by functioning with greater ease and resilience. Even when unexpected storms arrive, as they sometimes do in any real journey, you face them from a different foundation. You have seen doors open before. You know light follows darkness. You breathe, gather your tools, ask for help when needed, and keep moving forward. These moments no longer define you. They refine you. Each time you come through, your confidence in your ability to navigate life grows stronger. Nights under the stars feel more magical. You look up and remember how vast everything is, how perfectly timed your arrival here has been. Morning coffee tastes richer. Sunlight on your skin feels like a blessing. Ordinary moments stack up into an extraordinary life because your perception has changed. You are present. You are grateful. You are engaged with the miracle of being alive. The version of you that exists now carries a quiet radiance. People notice it even if they cannot name it. You notice it in the mirror and in the way you move through the world. This is not arrogance. This is self-recognition. You have done the work. You have walked through the door. You deserve to enjoy the fruits of that courage. Keep listening to the gentle pull toward growth. Keep releasing what feels heavy. Keep saying yes to what feels light. Keep trusting the timing even when you cannot see the full picture. The path continues to unfold beautifully. More doors within this new space will open as you prove yourself ready by simply showing up as you are. You are becoming someone who inspires your own past self. Someone who makes your future self proud. Someone whose life speaks louder than any words ever could. The door that will never open again stays open for you because you chose to walk through and keep walking. Breathe in this truth. Let it fill every cell. You are exactly where you need to be. The best parts of your story are unfolding right now. The love, the success, the peace, the adventure, the deep fulfillment, they are no longer dreams. They are becoming your reality with every courageous, honest, beautiful step. Stay open. Stay kind. Stay true. The universe is conspiring in your favor, and this chapter is written with golden ink. You are loved beyond measure. You are supported more than you know. You are ready for everything that comes next. The door is wide open. The light is calling you deeper. Walk on, beautiful soul. Your greatest days are here. The door that will never open again is opening for you right now. And as you continue walking this path, a profound sense of belonging washes over you. You realize this new space was never far away. It was always waiting just beyond the fear, just past the doubt, just through the willingness to believe one more time. The ground beneath your feet feels solid and supportive, as if the universe itself is saying, "Welcome home. You have arrived." You begin to see your entire life as one continuous, intelligent journey. The detours, the delays, the heartbreaks, they were not mistakes. They were carefully placed detours that built the exact character, wisdom, and hunger needed for what is unfolding now. Nothing was random. Everything was preparation. This understanding brings a deep peace that settles into your bones and stays there. Your presence starts to shift rooms and conversations without effort. People feel lighter around you. They open up more. They remember their own dreams in your company because your energy reminds them what is possible. You do not need to preach or perform. Simply being the person who walked through the door radiates a quiet power that touches everyone near you. This is your natural leadership emerging, not the loud kind, but the steady, magnetic kind that inspires through example. Goals that once felt overwhelming now break down into inspired next steps that feel exciting rather than exhausting. You move toward them with consistency and joy. Some days the progress is big and visible. Other days it is quiet and internal. Both matter equally. You celebrate all of it because you understand that real success is built in these small, faithful movements forward. The results begin to show up in beautiful, sometimes surprising forms. Your inner dialogue becomes a loving companion instead of a harsh critic. You speak to yourself with the same gentleness you would offer a dear friend who has been through a lot. This self-compassion heals old wounds faster than any outside validation ever could. It creates space for new strengths to grow. Confidence stops being something you chase and becomes something you embody naturally. Creativity flows in multiple directions at once. You may find yourself exploring new hobbies, deepening existing passions, or combining ideas in ways you never considered before. Each expression feeds the others. Inspiration arrives during walks, in the shower, while cooking, while resting. You learn to capture these ideas quickly and act on them without overthinking. This creative freedom brings a childlike wonder back into your days. Your relationships bloom in authenticity. You attract and keep people who value depth, growth, and real connection. Conversations go beyond surface level. Support flows both ways. Laughter comes easily and tears are met with understanding. Love feels safe and expansive at the same time. Whether in romance, friendship, or family, you show up fully and invite others to do the same. The connections that form here nourish your soul for years to come. Physical well-being aligns with this inner harmony. You crave movement that feels good, food that energizes, rest that restores. Your body responds with greater strength, clearer skin, steadier mood, and deeper sleep. You no longer fight against yourself. You work with yourself. This partnership creates a foundation of energy that carries you through ambitious days and peaceful ones with equal grace. Financially, you step into a new relationship with money as well. It becomes a tool that supports your freedom and impact rather than a source of stress. You make decisions from abundance mindset instead of scarcity. You invest in experiences, growth, and causes that matter to you. Streams of income diversify naturally as you share your gifts more openly. Prosperity feels like a side effect of living true rather than the main chase. You start thinking about legacy, not in a heavy way, but in a beautiful one. What do you want to leave behind? How do you want people to feel after spending time with you? What problems do you want to help solve in your own unique way? These questions guide you gently toward meaningful contributions. You realize your life is already touching others positively, and that impact will continue to grow as you keep walking forward. Even in moments of uncertainty that still appear, you handle them with grace. You have walked through the door. You know the light is real. You pause, breathe, reconnect with your inner guidance, and choose the next right step. Sometimes that step is action. Sometimes it is patience. Sometimes it is asking for help. All of it moves you forward. Trust has become your quiet superpower. Nights bring reflection and gratitude. Mornings bring fresh energy and openness. You move through your days with a sense of adventure mixed with peace. Ordinary tasks feel meaningful because they are part of this larger story. You smile more. You worry less. You live more fully in each moment. The beauty around you becomes more apparent. Sunrises feel personal. Music hits deeper. Nature speaks directly to your spirit. Human kindness touches you more profoundly. You are awake to life in a way you may not have been before. This awakened state turns everyday existence into something sacred and exciting. You are allowed to rest here without guilt. You are allowed to play. You are allowed to succeed big and still be humble. You are allowed to change directions if something feels better. You are allowed to enjoy the journey as much as the destination. This permission slips the final chains off your spirit and lets you fly in your own authentic way. The door that will never open again remains wide for you because you continue to choose it every day. You choose growth. You choose courage. You choose presence. You choose love. In return, life keeps opening more gifts, more chances, more reasons to smile. You are becoming a living example of what is possible after long seasons of waiting. Your story encourages others quietly. Your light reminds them their own doors can open too. Yet you stay focused on your own path, knowing that your greatest responsibility is to keep living fully as yourself. Keep walking, beautiful soul. Keep trusting. Keep opening your heart wider. The road ahead is rich with connection, achievement, peace, adventure, and love in all its forms. Everything you have been through has led you here, and everything ahead is ready to meet the incredible person you have become. The light keeps shining brighter. The possibilities keep expanding. Your heart keeps feeling more at home. This is your time to thrive, to love, to create, to enjoy, and to become everything you were always meant to be. The door is open. You are through it. Now live this chapter with everything you have. The best is not coming. The best is already beginning, right now, all around you. Embrace it fully. You deserve every ounce of goodness flowing your way. The door that will never open again is opening for you right now. And with each step deeper into this new reality, you feel yourself expanding into the fullest expression of who you truly are. Layers of protection you once needed gently fall away, revealing a version of you that is lighter, freer, and more powerful than you ever gave yourself credit for. The weight you carried for so long becomes a distant memory as your spirit remembers its natural state is joy, flow, and quiet confidence. You begin to master the art of presence. Each moment feels richer because you are no longer living in yesterday's pain or tomorrow's worries. You taste your food fully. You listen to others with genuine curiosity. You notice beauty in small details that once passed you by. This presence becomes your greatest gift, turning ordinary days into a series of meaningful experiences that fill your cup and overflow into everything you touch. Your purpose reveals itself in layers, like a flower opening petal by petal. It may show up as a calling to create, to teach, to heal, to innovate, or simply to live with such authenticity that it gives others permission to do the same. You stop forcing clarity and allow it to unfold through action and reflection. Every small yes to what lights you up adds another piece to the puzzle until one day you look back and see a clear, beautiful picture forming. Inner peace becomes your default weather. Storms still come, but they pass through you without destroying the foundation you have built. You have walked through the door. You know the light is real and constant. This knowing anchors you so deeply that external chaos loses its power to shake you for long. You return to center faster, with more grace, and with stronger faith each time. Your words carry new weight and warmth. When you speak, people listen because your voice comes from a place of lived truth rather than theory. You encourage without needing to impress. You set boundaries with love instead of anger. You celebrate others freely because your own cup is full. This way of communicating deepens every relationship and opens doors within doors in your personal and professional world. Abundance in all forms begins to feel normal, not just material, but emotional, spiritual, creative, and relational. You give freely from overflow and receive with open hands and a grateful heart. The flow feels natural because you are no longer blocking it with old beliefs of unworthiness. Prosperity supports your growth, your rest, your generosity, and your dreams in perfect balance. You laugh at how simple it all feels now. The struggles that once defined entire seasons seem smaller from this side of the threshold. You honor them for what they taught you, but you no longer live in their shadow. Instead, you stand in the sunlight of new possibility, letting it warm every part of your being. Your smile returns easily and often, and it is genuine because it comes from deep within. The people who enter your life now match your energy. They are growers, dreamers, doers, and lovers of life who see your light and add their own to it. Together you create memories, projects, and connections that enrich everyone involved. Old relationships that needed to shift do so with understanding, making room for these new alignments that feel effortless and right. Your body continues to heal and strengthen as you treat it with the respect it deserves. Movement feels like celebration. Nourishment feels like self-love. Rest feels like wisdom. You sleep soundly, wake refreshed, and move through your days with a vitality that supports all your ambitions without burnout. This physical alignment reinforces every other part of your transformation. Even your alone time becomes sacred and fulfilling. You enjoy your own company in a way you may not have before. Silence recharges you. Reflection inspires you. Creative play brings you back to center. You no longer fear being with yourself because you have become someone you genuinely like and admire. This self-friendship is one of the greatest gifts of walking through the door. Dreams you once whispered only to yourself start stepping into the visible world. A project takes shape. A connection deepens. An opportunity appears at the perfect moment. You watch with quiet amazement as things align when you stay open and consistent. The universe responds to your renewed faith with gentle but undeniable signs that you are on the right path. You become a quiet force of positive change. Without trying to fix everything or everyone, your example alone plants seeds in others. Someone sees your courage and finds their own. Someone witnesses your peace and begins to seek theirs. Your life becomes living proof that doors do open again, that healing is possible, that new chapters can be more beautiful than anything that came before. Keep choosing this path every single day. Choose honesty. Choose growth. Choose rest when needed. Choose bold action when called. Choose love even when it feels vulnerable. These daily choices stack up into a magnificent life that reflects the truth of who you really are. The door that will never open again stays open wide because you continue to walk through it with an open heart. More beauty waits ahead. More love. More success in the ways that truly matter. More peace. More adventures that match the desires of your soul. You have done the hardest part. You believed one more time. You took the step. Now everything is conspiring to support you. The light is brighter here. The possibilities are endless. Your heart is home. Breathe it in. Feel it in every cell. You are exactly where you are meant to be, becoming exactly who you were always meant to become. This chapter is yours, and it is already filled with wonder. Walk on, beautiful soul. The best of your life is unfolding right now, all around you, in ways more perfect than you could have planned. The door is open. You are through. Now live it fully, love it deeply, and enjoy every moment of this long-awaited return to yourself. The door that will never open again is opening for you right now. And as you settle fully into this new chapter, every part of your being begins to synchronize with a higher rhythm of ease and expansion. You wake each day with a subtle excitement humming beneath the surface, not the frantic kind fueled by pressure, but the steady kind born from knowing you are finally aligned with your true path. The worries that once circled like old crows have flown to distant trees, leaving clear skies where new visions can take flight without obstruction. You discover the freedom of authentic expression. Words, ideas, movements, and creations pour from you without the old need for approval or perfection. You speak from the heart in conversations that matter. You create from a place of pure joy rather than proving anything. This unrestricted flow brings surprising results because energy that used to be spent on self-doubt now fuels real momentum. Projects advance. Connections deepen. Insights arrive like welcome visitors at your door, each one carrying a piece of the larger puzzle of your purpose. Your inner world becomes a sanctuary of kindness and strength. You forgive yourself for past mistakes with genuine compassion, understanding they were lessons dressed in temporary pain. You release resentment toward others because holding on to it only blocks the abundant flow trying to reach you now. This forgiveness is not weakness. It is power. It clears the path so love can move freely in and out of your life. Relationships heal or transform or gently make way for better ones, all according to perfect timing. You learn to listen more deeply to your body and emotions. When energy dips, you rest without judgment. When inspiration rises, you act with courage. When joy bubbles up unexpectedly, you let it spill over into smiles, laughter, and generous gestures. This harmony between mind, body, and spirit creates a resonance that attracts supportive people, timely opportunities, and resources exactly when they are needed. You stop chasing and start allowing, and the difference in your daily experience feels like night turning into day. Adventure finds you in both big and small forms. A new skill calls your name, and you answer. A place you have never been invites you to explore. A conversation with a stranger shifts something important inside you. You say yes to life more often because fear no longer makes the decisions. Each yes builds your confidence like bricks in a beautiful home you are constructing for your soul. The unknown stops feeling threatening and starts feeling like an exciting friend walking beside you. Wisdom you gained through difficult seasons now serves as gentle guidance for yourself and others. You offer advice only when asked, but your way of living becomes the real teaching. People sense your grounded peace and are drawn to it. Some share their stories with you, and in the exchange you both grow. You realize true success includes lifting others while continuing your own climb. The more you give from a full heart, the more life returns to you in beautiful and unexpected ways. Your financial reality shifts as your mindset does. Decisions come from clarity instead of desperation. You value your time and energy more, choosing paths that honor both your needs and your dreams. Income streams open through aligned effort and natural creativity. You handle money with respect and gratitude, watching it grow as you grow. Abundance supports travel, learning, giving, and enjoying the fruits of your labor without guilt or worry. This balance feels like true freedom. Evenings become times of rich reflection. You review the day not for flaws, but for moments of courage, kindness, and progress. You write down what you are thankful for and let those feelings sink deep into your heart. Sleep comes easily because your mind is no longer fighting old battles. Dreams themselves become more vivid and inspiring, sometimes carrying solutions or encouragement that carry over into waking life. You wake refreshed and ready to meet the new opportunities this open door continues to reveal. Your sense of self-worth no longer depends on external achievements or opinions. It stands strong on the foundation of all you have overcome and the truth of your inherent value. You carry yourself differently. Shoulders relaxed, eyes clear, voice steady. This quiet confidence opens doors within doors. Opportunities seek you. Respect flows naturally. Love finds you because you are finally open to receiving it fully. You begin to see the interconnectedness of everything. A small act of integrity ripples outward. A moment of patience changes the tone of an entire day. A genuine compliment plants seeds of confidence in someone else who then pays it forward. Your life becomes part of a larger, beautiful pattern, and this awareness brings deep fulfillment. You understand that by healing and growing yourself, you automatically contribute to the healing and growth around you. Creativity expresses in many forms now. Some days it is solving a practical problem with fresh insight. Other days it is art, music, writing, or simply arranging your space in a way that brings peace. You no longer wait for perfect conditions. You create in the midst of life, and that raw honesty makes your work powerful. Inspiration becomes a constant companion because you have stopped blocking it with doubt. Challenges still appear as they do for anyone growing, but you meet them as a different person. You pause, breathe, and ask what this moment is trying to teach you. You seek help when needed and offer it when you can. You keep moving forward even if the steps are small. This steady approach turns obstacles into stepping stones that elevate you higher than before. Your resilience is no longer reactive. It is rooted in calm. The beauty of nature speaks to you more clearly. Sunlight on leaves, rain on windows, wind through trees, all remind you of constant renewal. You spend time outdoors when possible, letting the earth recharge your energy and clear your mind. These simple connections ground you in gratitude and wonder. Life feels miraculous again, not because circumstances are perfect, but because your eyes have been opened to the wonder that was always there. You nurture friendships and community with intention. You show up fully for the people who matter. You create space for fun, deep talks, shared meals, and mutual support. These bonds become a safety net and a celebration circle at the same time. Loneliness fades as genuine connection fills its place. You realize you were never meant to walk alone, and now you attract those who walk with integrity and heart. Your future feels bright not because you have all the answers, but because you trust the process that brought you through the door. You set intentions with clarity and release them with faith. You take inspired action and remain open to better possibilities than you originally imagined. This combination of direction and surrender creates the perfect conditions for miracles to unfold. Every part of you is integrating into wholeness. The dreamer and the doer, the healer and the creator, the warrior and the gentle soul. All aspects work together now instead of pulling in different directions. This inner unity brings profound peace and unstoppable momentum. You feel whole, worthy, and ready for whatever beautiful experiences await. The door that will never open again remains open because you continue choosing life, growth, and love every single day. More light waits ahead, more depth, more laughter, more meaningful success, more quiet moments of pure contentment, more reasons to be grateful. You are living proof that second chances are real, that healing happens, that doors do open again for those who keep believing and keep walking. Your story is becoming one of triumph, grace, and beautiful unfolding. Keep going, beautiful soul. The path is illuminated. Your heart is open. Your life is expanding in ways that will continue to surprise and delight you. Breathe deeply. Smile softly. Trust completely. The best of everything you have dreamed is no longer ahead in some distant future. It is forming all around you right now in this sacred space beyond the open door. Live it. Love it. Celebrate it. You deserve this. You are ready for this. And this time, everything is different because you are different. Walk forward with joy. The universe is smiling on your courage, and every step brings you closer to the fullest, richest, most authentic expression of the incredible life that has always been waiting for you. The door is open wide. You are home. Now shine. Now thrive. Now enjoy every single moment of this long-awaited and well-earned new beginning.